If you haven't already, I ask you guys to check out the Street Humans Kickstarter, my own action figure line. We have 2 figures available now, and hopefully we have more if we hit those stretch goals. Link is in the description below. Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on a new Blade figure. Today we're going to look at the Mindless one Build-A-Figure Waves Marvel Knights Blade. And I'm really happy to see Hasbro take another stab at this. No pun intended. But anyway, yeah, we're going to take a closer look at this figure. But first, we got to hit that theme song.
ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe.
Yes, I'm so happy to see the windows back with the figures. Yeah, this is better. All right, on the side, you can see Blade right there, not screaming. There's no head with him not screaming on the inside so far. Anyway, you can see on the back there he is again. Read it over there. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. There's the other figures from the wave. And then you can see Blade again over here. You get this nice spot varnished logo right there with the stakes and the blade. Very cool. Or it's just a bunch of stakes, I guess. And then not much more at the bottom. So let's get to it and crack this thing open. And if you're trying to get your Marvel Legends, you can do so.
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And here's Blade out of the packaging. And I do like this figure. There's some reused stuff over here, and I'm not really surprised by it. And with that reuse, does come some disappointments with this figure. However, the new stuff I really do like a lot, so there are definitely things to be happy about over here, but I can't say I love everything about this figure. We do get some cool accessories, though. I'm happy about the accessories for the most part, so let's get a closer look at those, and then we'll take a closer look at Blade. So we get the Mindless one Build-A-Figure piece, and then you get the 2 sets of hands, weapon-holding hands, fist hands, you get the 2 stakes, and then the 2 stabby thingies. I don't remember what these are called. I like them, though. They look really cool. Nice-looking silver paint over here, so can't really complain about that. They look pretty good, man, and they are identical. They don't fold in like how I'm used to seeing with the movie version. And by the way, I love the Blade movie. I mean, you know, that really kicked everything off. Very first real Marvel movie in my adult life, you know, aside from the ones from back in the day. We may have seen these stakes before. I can't remember where I've seen them before, or if they're brand new off the top of my head, to be honest with you, but I like the wood grain sculpted in them. And then we have this sword, which we've definitely seen before, which isn't my favorite version. I like it when Blade just has, like, I don't know my swords well enough to know the name of it, but where it just comes straight out to a point. I prefer when they're designed like that. You know, this is the hand ninja sword, so it's a sword, and he does have the sheath on the back, which is cool. And you can see it has the angle in the sheath right over there, so there that goes. But yeah, I like it when it's just comes to a point in the middle of the blade instead of having it at an edge like this. And I will say, it is a little tricky getting him to hold this. It's a little bit wobbly in his hand right over here, but the other accessories sit in his hands pretty well. And I kind of wish these had a horizontal hinge instead of the vertical hinge. You know, if it was going the other way, that would be a little bit easier to work with, but still cool that he could hold things like he should. I'm gonna demonstrate right here with this. Yeah, so it's just tricky getting the fingers like perfectly wrapped around each weapon. So I kind of wish they sculpted the hands a little differently for these weapons. Now, my favorite part of this figure is this head sculpt. Oh, man, I love this head sculpt. It looks fantastic. Now, should have come with a second head sculpt with a neutral expression? Yeah, I totally think it should have. I think all these figures should come with at least 2 head sculpts. That would be great. Ruckus and I were talking about that. I'd love to see that. And I love the paint apps right here. The teeth look great. You can see some pink right there for the gums. The mouth paint looks really good. Glasses look great. Love the hairstyle and everything. This looks awesome. This Marvel Knights era, even though I didn't pick up the books, I remember this very much being influenced by the Blade movie, which I love. Blade 2 being my favorite of the 3. I think that's everyone's favorite. Now, comparing it to the last Blade figure that we got from Hasbro, you could see no teeth showing or nothing. And I like this head sculpt too, and I like the hair and everything, but I was really bummed out about there not being teeth. I ended up getting a unboxing con. I kept saying it wrong in an earlier take, but the Mexico City Unboxing Con. Thank you so much I got hooked up with this one right over here, and this looks way better. So I've had that on this figure over here. And then the upper torso is the same as the previous version of blade that we had seen. So you could see that's all the same right over there. And then these arms we've seen before too. You get the pins showing. And, you know, the coat, it works, it looks good, but it does hinder articulation. And I'll get into that in just a moment. You can see some buttons sculpted right there, and of course they have the sheath attached. I'm having a hard time talking today. It's been a pretty busy day, even though this video is going up fairly late in the day, but happy Halloween, everybody! I hope you're all having a great Halloween. You can see some nice silver right there on the buckle, and then the legs look pretty good over here. I do like these legs. I feel like we have seen these before, though. And we get some nice pouches with the Sculpt right there, knee pads, and we have boots with the laces, nice glossy black over there. And we get treads and peg holes at the bottom of the feet. And I love the red on the inside of this cape. This looks awesome. I do like that. Now, for articulation, you can move the head up quite a bit, even with that collar back there. I do like that range of movement. And you can get the head to look down. And you get side-to-side motion in here and some head pivoting. Feels like that whole neck piece right here is moving around a little bit on me, you know? But yeah, it's not. It's just the head. Shoulders do move outward, but God, the shoulder articulation is incredibly stiff with this figure, so that's irritating. You can only move him inward that far, and it's kind of like the opposite to the Power Man figure, because these holes right here are really tight around the armpit, so that hinders the articulation. But funny enough, like the color of the vest or whatever inside right here is kind of similar to the color of the jacket, so if they were to have a much bigger hole, it wouldn't be so bad because the color would be almost fairly consistent, especially, you know, when you're comparing it to a Power Man figure, you got the yellow and brown. This would be kind of like a black with a slightly different shade of black, and that wouldn't look so bad. So I wish they had given us a bigger hole around the arms right here for sure. We do get the bicep swivel, we get the pinned double jointed elbows, which isn't as irritating when it's on a figure that has the same color on each side. You have the wrists that turn side to side. They all hinge up and down. Ab crunch forward, ab crunch back only a tiny bit, if anything. Waist cut right there. I really like the legs. They move outward that far. You can kick forward very far, back a tiny bit, upper thigh cut. You get the pinless double jointed knees that bend in that much. You get that boot rotation. Ankles move down, ankles move up, and he has beautiful ankle pivot. Now to measure out the height of this blade figure, you can see that he is standing at, whoa, 6.5 inches tall. Yeah, most of these Marvel Legends stand at around 6.5 inches tall. Then here's your blade figure comparison, and you can see, once again, this blade figure does not have the fangs showing. That bugged me about it. And there's other issues I have with this figure. He is a little bit more posable than this one, I will say that, but I do like this blade overall more than this one. Then here's the new blade figure. Next to a couple of my favorite blade figures from my collection. We have the Mezco Toys variant version right there. I think this was a Toy Fair exclusive. Yeah, I think this was a gifted Toy Fair exclusive, and then this is the movie version from Toy Biz. I gotta say, the Mezco one is my favorite. Not just because, you know, it was a gift for influencers, but this is really the best blade figure in my collection, if I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. Really do like this one a lot right here. Ooh, I'm kind of curious to see how a head swap would look. Here, maybe we could try this real fast. Oh! That looks rad. Wow. Because, I mean, this is the favorite part of this figure right over here for me. Does this port on just as easily? It does not. But that fits on there very well. Oh, crap. Shoot, I really like that. And then here's Blade next to the other figures from this wave that I've already reviewed. We have the Midnight Suns Iron Man, and we have the Power Man. Then here's the Blade figure next to my Prince Alago prototype figure. Remember, the Street Humans campaign ends this Saturday. And then here's Blade next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Inner Letdown Spider-Man, and no stop motion today for obvious reasons. Happy Halloween, everybody, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to show some love to the channel by simply clicking that like button, and if you are new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And I'm going to be changing my review format a little bit, not a whole ton. after the Street Humans campaign is over. I have a couple of little things I'm going to do different. I'm going to do some durometer tests as well as changing my rating system. I'm going to do rating system at the beginning of the review and then another rating at the end of the review. And we're going to go with decimal points and everything in there. So I think it's going to be a little bit more critical and I'm excited for it. So stay tuned for that change coming to the channel. I'll make an update video about it. And this figure right here, I did have a lot of fun with it, man. It's a really cool looking figure. Unfortunately, it does have its hindrances with the articulation, and that does bother me, but I really like how posable the legs are. That's really cool. It's just the arms, it's just tough moving them around and getting him into all the poses that I wanted to get him in. I still had a lot of fun with the figure, but it's just limiting as far as what you can actually do with it. It'll do enough. It's not great. It gets the job done. It's not terrible. But again, definitely not great, and at the price point of around 25-26 bucks, I'm going to give this new Blade figure a Sud rating of...
It's not so bad.
And I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comment section below. I really like the idea of doing 2 different ratings throughout a review because my attitude towards the figure definitely changed as I was playing with the figure, so I think that's going to be interesting. Anyway, if you want to see the latest Marvel news, you can find it all over at MarvelousNews.com, and if you want to stay in touch with me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and on whatnot, and I will catch you guys later, and happy Halloween! Peace!
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face.